national championship encore season was to again dominate in 2015. Far more unlikely was the success of the Iowa Hawkeyes. While many wondered aloud the merits of how the Hawkeyes fit into the national landscape, head coach Kirk Ferentz in all of Iowa City is secure in the notion that sometimes the best stories are unscripted. As autumn descends upon Iowa City, Iowa, it seems that this year, even the trees are in Hawkeyes colors. Off to their best start ever, Iowa football is back in the national consciousness for the first time since 2010, when they won the Orange Bowl. The Hawkeyes are poised for a place in the Big Ten Championship and perhaps even the college football playoff.
They are playing hard, they play together, they care about each other an awful lot, and they've been extremely resilient. Whatever does come our way that might look like a challenge, they look at it and it doesn't faze them.
Unlike the flash of the Big 12 offensive powerhouses, or panache of the SEC's elite, Iowa football reflects where it is and the people who live here.
The people in Iowa want to see the team's going to go out and compete week in and week out, and compete hard, and represent the state well in a way that's good sportsmanship, respect for the game, all the things that I think are so important to sports.
Head coach Kirk Ferentz is the longest tenured coach in the Big Ten, and is only the second head coach at Iowa in the past 35 seasons. He first came here as an assistant in 1981 under legendary coach Hayden Fry, and after 9 years away, returned as head coach when Fry retired after the 1998 season. He hasn't left since.
My wife and I, we didn't know what we were walking into in 1981, I can assure you. It was my first full-time job in coaching. The plan was to get a resume started and get back east as fast as we could.
4 of our 5 children were born here. Iowa always had a special place in our hearts even after we left it. We were gone for 9 years when Kirk had this opportunity, and I think probably one of the biggest reasons he jumped at this chance was because we knew what a great place it was.
At home, a few first downs away from Kinnick Stadium, the Ferentz residence is more active than normal, especially during football season. A rare chance for at least some of the family to get together away from the football field.
It's good to get a little mental break, just kind of step away and put things to the side for a while, and then we'll have plenty of time between now and kickoff to get anxious and all that. It's a nice time to just kind of unwind a little bit.
That's 2005, that's senior day. He looks about the same, doesn't
It is one of my favorite pictures. I have the soft photo of it. I don't know where that hard one came. I think as they clean out the offices, you know, they send pictures home to everybody.
It's obvious, the university and Iowa football is the Ferentz family business. Oldest son, Brian, was a 3-time letterman at Iowa and now serves as offensive line coach. James, a 3-year starter and second-team All-Big Ten his senior season, and now plays for the Denver Broncos. Youngest son, Stephen, is currently a junior and second-team offensive lineman on this year's team. And both Ferentz daughters, Joanne and Kelly, also hold degrees from the University of Iowa.
When you say Iowa football and the University of Iowa, I just think family, home.
For me, just growing up in that town, that is my childhood, and it was fun having all of my siblings at one point or another at Iowa.
We moved here when I was 5 years old. Pretty much ever since then, I've been in love with Hawkeye football. It's been my dream in life just to come play here. Just the whole family aspect of it is even cooler.
This was our livelihood. This was my dad's profession. Kinnick became that much more special of a place for me to go as a kid. Everyone in our family was somehow involved in football.
I played here, I grew up here, and this place is special to me, so your whole identity, your whole life, if you've played football here, is going to be tied up in what happens in this program.
We've been extremely fortunate. In a crazy business, football's been so good to us.
Where does your daddy work? Where does Papa work? Yeah, where does your Uncle Steve work?
Iowa football is everything to the Ferentz family, and now is even beginning to spread to the next generation.
Wow, you are fast, aren't you? Huh? You fast?
season for the ages, it's not surprising that the success of this Iowa team is on the forefront of everyone's mind.
I'm happy for the team because they deserve it. They work really hard. They've earned it. It's long overdue to receive some of the recognition for the hard work that these guys have been putting in for years.
It's exciting. This is a program with a lot of tradition, a lot of history. If you don't step back for a second and really take it in and enjoy it, I don't know why you would do any of this.
It is amazing in a business where you're constantly moving and in a business that oftentimes you see families fragment. We've been so lucky. It has actually kept our family very close together.
When you step back and look how things have unfolded, and I think it goes back to our appreciation for what we've been allowed to do. We've been allowed to stay here for a long time, and that doesn't happen everywhere. You can't grow roots if you're not somewhere for a period of time.
USAA